Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's jump into the charts. I'm going to start with this one, a buy signal that played out on Monday. Kind of a secondary buy signal, really, if you follow the sequence of events over the last few weeks. But having closed above 142.86, now expecting, and this could be today with a high volatility rally, and the market is poised for that. We are, after all, clearly above for the first time, settled above the 140.76 June high, and we, in the same day, closed also above the 142.86 rising channel top. Now, I've reduced both of these to just session containment to call it weekly support when we could actually see our next objective at 150.07 today. So I'm just reducing it to session containment, 150.07. Meaningful channel top, as I mentioned, goes back to the August low. So a solid almost 3 months in the making. 150.07 on the weekly chart, FYI, is 153.84. So it is a range that is narrowing daily because keep in mind the daily version at 150.07 is rising. And so it becomes a narrower zone as we move through the week, can absorb buying. You know, this is an area that may well contain buying through November. Now, I hate to keep presenting these sell opportunities. You can't ignore them, though. I mean, we did have this channel top. That was our most recent sell opportunity. We got really sort of one-day sell-off following the testing of this formation a little over a week ago. And since then, we've been right back at it. And in fact, yesterday's settlement above signals the more meaningful 153.84 channel top on the weekly chart, and on the daily chart once again is at 150.07. And if we close above the 150.07 formation, and on the weekly chart you can just call these ranges of resistance, 150.07 up to 153.84, closing above 153.84, expecting 165.94 within another within 1 to 3 weeks. I'm looking at this chart. Realistically, this could just take a full week of activity before reaching 165.94, and there you have a meaningful resistance area. This 165.94, I'll just say it right now, is one that spans a full year activity just about. In January, it will be. It can absorb buying on a monthly, possibly quarterly basis. We can fall away from 165.94, and if we were to close above 165.94 rising weekly over the coming month or two, then we enter an increasingly vertical market. And I'm not quite sure what the circumstances would be with respect to that. Fundamentally, but there you have it. So getting back to the day itself, decent support at 142.86 down to 140.76, anticipating the 150.07 formation over the next 1 to 3 days. On the way up, we have these carefully chosen minor points for you aggressive day traders. 147.84, I think, stands out. It's just a 5-day channel top. If you take a trend line off of this low against yesterday's low and project it against that intermediate high from last Thursday, it is very steep, but it may well contain buying pressures for the balance of the day. That would be right up in this zone. But be careful. We do have a clear signal for 150.07, whether today or by Friday's close is anybody's guess. Holding above 142.86 maintains that. On the other hand, if we fall away and close today below 140.76, we actually have a good weekly high, possibly a good October high, because I would, under that circumstance of closing back below 140.76, anticipate by the end of next week with present volatility, 127.15 over the next couple of weeks anyway, if volatility constrains as we move into later October, 127.15. Let's just call it a 1 to 2 week objective if we were to close today back below the 140.76 to 142.86 region. Until then, we're expecting 150.07. So if you are long, newly long, let's say, maybe you got long yesterday anticipating 150.07, and we close today below 140.76, and your time horizon is 3 to 5 days or so, my suggestion would be to at least exit that long position and consider playing the short side down to 127.15 within 1 to 2 weeks, 133.10 within 1 to 2 days, 2 to 3 days. We could get a decent bounce here at 133.10 through the rest of the week, perhaps. So this would be kind of I'd call this a 1 to 2 day objective if we close below 140.76. 133.10 able to contain session weakness, possibly through the rest of the week, and if or once settle below 127.15, just another day or two where we could bottom out. This 127.15 formation on a weekly, possibly into later November basis, and from here we could round back up again. So there's lots of little 3 to 5 day, 1 to 2 week possibilities here. In terms of kind of a swinging for the fences, as I like to say, in terms of a long-term sell signal to the downside, the long-term short play right now would be a settlement below 127.15, then expecting 2 to 3 to 5 weeks bearish continuation into the 108.14 to 111.10 region. Your next 2 to 3 week opportunity upside is the 150.07 channel top, which we are expecting now, possibly today, but within the week anyway. 150.07 is the beginning of a range up to 153.84. This is a solid 2 to 3 to 5 week sell opportunity. And I say that carefully. If you look at this chart, we are certainly above the July high. We've got this sort of higher low, higher high dynamic that's been playing out since the August low. So this could be a relentless rally up to 165.94 between now and the end of the year. But I cannot ignore the 153.84 channel top, which is once again on the daily chart at 150.07. So let's just call it the low 150s. Represent your next opportunity to short the market on a multi-week basis. And as I've said already, if we do close above 153.84, we're just another 1 to 3 weeks away from reaching this more significant 165.94. I think that pretty much summarizes it. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. We offer a 5-day free trial up front on our 2 stock picks every week, several of which are still valid scenarios that you can participate in. Daily Triple Q, Daily SPY, Weekly Apple, Weekly NASDAQ 100, Weekly S&P 500 Index analysis. Check us out. If you don't like what you see within 5 days, you can bail out at no cost to you whatsoever. I'll be back tomorrow with Wednesday's NVIDIA report. You have a great evening.